Former BGSU student Stone Foltz would have turned 21 on the 21st of this month. Sadly, his life ended back in March after a fraternity forced night of excessive drinking. He was hazed. His family wants to keep his memory alive, and tonight in an exclusive interview, Stone's mom, dad, aunt, and brother share the news of a brand new foundation in Stone's honor. Peace. A sign of peace. But what does peace look like? For Stone Foltz's family, that answer came after he was gone.
You know, before it didn't stick out until we started to have to go through photos, and it seemed like every photo he was doing that. And I just think that represents who he was.
It's been an exhausting, emotionally draining last few months for the Stone Foltz family. Stone died in March after a night where prosecutors say he was hazed, forced to drink the equivalent of 40 shots of hard liquor at a fraternity event. 8 Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity members were charged in his death. Sherry and Corey Foltz have been back and forth to Wood County for court hearings. They've made trips to Columbus to push for zero tolerance in the state. And they were there in July to see Collin's law signed by the governor.
You know, through all this and everything that we have to go through daily, which people don't realize, we're reliving this, you know, every time we have to travel to Wood County, every time we have to do an interview. It's really, really hard.
I asked the couple if they had heard from the parents of the accused.
We received a letter probably about a month ago, maybe
from one of the parents.
One of the parents, and very sympathetic, consoling, definitely apologetic, and you know, I could feel the sincerity reading it. Do I necessarily want to hear from other parents? No, I don't. Not at this point.
Foltz's aunt, DJ Williams, says the family wants to make sure that Stone's hazing-related death brings about hope rather than despair, and most importantly, education. That's the message behind the new I Am Stone Foltz Foundation.
To us, it's about getting the messages to the young guys and gals out there that are getting ready to go into this adult world where they have all this freedom, and then trying to recognize that it can be dangerous.
The family wants to school college students about hazing, but more than that, they want to reach them in high school. They say plans are in the works for talks and videos, but they want to make sure the message sticks.
I think the way that you communicate now with younger people is not how you and I would have communicated back in our day, right? I mean, it's the social media, the way that these kids actually learn is through
Shock.
TikTok and through shock value, and there's nothing out there anymore that seems to shock them.
Another part of this launch, Buckeye Valley High School, Stone's High School in Delaware, will play host to an all-day basketball fundraiser, honoring their son and their brother, raising money for scholarships.
November 21st, my brother's birthday. I mean, it's a big deal. I think everyone will have a great time. It's his birthday. I want everyone to know that we're celebrating it.
14 Ohio universities pledged this summer to take a more concerted step toward deterring hazing. But the Foltz family wants zero tolerance to go national. And they think a key to that might be U.S. Senator Sherrod Brown.
His death certainly woke up the state and woke up the legislature to this problem that's been around a long time, and it's something I think that Washington should look at. I think it would be a service, frankly, to the colleges if there were some national standards and some national sort of criteria here to make this work better.
The I Am Stone Foltz Foundation is already sharing its branding with t-shirts, stickers, and wristbands with the message, never leave anyone behind.
When the incident happened in Stone's apartment, he was dropped off and left by himself.
And that's part of the reason why we have on the inside of it, never leave anyone behind. That was huge because in our minds,
He would have never have done that.
he would have never have done that.
A sign of peace can be a hello or a goodbye. For the Foltz family, it's a reminder of their son, their message, and their mission. Stone's dad, Corey, told me that the family focuses each and every day on what they call little wins, not losses, but little victories in life. They hope that one of those wins will be the response that they get from that basketball fundraiser, which once again comes up later this month on the 21st, which would have been Stone's 21st birthday. All proceeds go to the newly established I Am Stone Foltz Foundation. You can find a link to that on our website, WTOL.com.